you're my life. In about mid-November of 1977, I was hanging out at the youth center, as was pretty much the case whenever the doors were open, and I was approached by Bonnie McGowan, who, if you saw my last video, you know that she is the sister of the director of the youth center, Jim McGowan. She was one of our counselors, and everybody thought that she had a crush on me. But she approached me and asked to speak with me. I said, okay. She took me into a back room and said, and I'm thinking to myself, oh boy, what's about to happen here? And she said to me that they were in a bit of a pickle. They were going to be doing a Christmas party at the Suffolk County Developmental Center in Melville, Long Island. She said, well, the guy that was going to play Santa Claus backed out on us, and I was wondering if you would play Santa Claus. Now, I'm a 17-year-old kid. I've never played Santa Claus for anybody. My father played Santa Claus for me. I agreed, because it was Bonnie, and she was a really good friend. So, that was, like I said, about mid-November, and we were going to be going there the day after Thanksgiving. So I had about a little over a week to get prepared. I had my own Santa suit, which was my father's. They also asked me to host, for lack of a better term, a party for some of the young children in Lindenhurst. We ended up with not that many. There were maybe like 5 or 6 kids, but it was nice. And it was kind of a practice run. But I wasn't ready for what it was that I ended up doing. On that Friday after Thanksgiving, we got in Bonnie's car and my car, and we headed over to Melville to the Suffolk County Developmental Center, which was a home for the mentally and physically handicapped. It has since been closed because of some very inappropriate conditions. In 1977, it was wide open, running great, and I had no clue that there were inappropriate conditions. Now, we went there, and Bonnie was going to be my elf, along with one of the girls that hung out at the youth center, Annette. When we walked in, we were greeted by staff and brought to a specific area. I guess it was a cafeteria type room. I almost immediately started to cry. I walked in full Santa regalia. One of the residents, an approximately 60-year-old man who was mentally disabled, came running to me. I don't want to compare it to Elf, but it was kind of similar to that, where the elf, where Will Ferrell loses his mind. Santa! Santa! Oh my God! That's pretty much what this 60-year-old man did, running across the room. Now, one of the orderlies was coming in to kind of block his approach, and I waved him off. And this man threw his arms around me and was crying how happy he was that Santa was here. The day proceeded pretty much along those same lines with a number of the other residents. It took everything in my power to not break down. I felt such a warmth inside of me. And Bonnie and Annette actually did break down at different times. So yeah, that was a very touching day. And it sparked the first of 17 years that I played Santa Claus. I stopped playing Santa Claus at the age of almost 35. I only did the Suffolk County Developmental Center for another 2 years. After that, I did some various volunteer work, and then I went to work as a mall Santa. Some of the experiences that I had were the most memorable moments of my life. And that's what I'm going to be talking about in upcoming videos, as I lay out 17 years of being Santa Claus on Long Island, New York. I'm Felix Gomes, and this is the story of my life.